ride live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is a www.stspod.club production. And how the hell are you, Rhino?
Man, every Saturday, I'm blessed. Championship Wrestling.
We get to sit down at 1 o'clock and talk Memphis Wrestling at 12 o'clock noon. This is our 23rd week. Almost 6 months, brother. 6 months.
Wow.
That's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. This week, yeah. I just want to, on stspod.club this week, we're loaded with 3 episodes. We got the WTF news desk, as always, at the front of the month. And we have 2 new episodes of our new show. 2 episodes of our new show called Let's Get Hostile. We're going to sit down, me and Brian Thompson, and review 2 American Hostile Championship Wrestling house shows to get ready for a big Friday night show in Carruthersville, Missouri at the Barbecue Fest. I actually promoted a card there one time and fired Mark Southern. So I just want you to know that. So we also had this weekend, you listened to the show, and I apologize if it sounded like I was in a barrel, but like I said at the very front of the show, I messed up some settings. But Dustin was loud and clear. Thursday, he had a lot of good things to say. What do you think about that one, Rhino?
It's a must hear. It's a must listen.
If you listen to us every week, take a minute to listen to what Dustin's got to say about Memphis Wrestling. Got to say, and if you're a Patreon, you actually get to listen to what he's got to say about Rhino and me. So I actually threw that at him. So it was real fun. Just a quick note, at the very front of this show, there's a commercial. And on today's Memphis Wrestling show, there's a commercial talking about Wolfie D coming to Memphis Wrestling. Wolfie actually called and canceled this morning. So we're leaving it on the feed, but it will be removed next week about Wolfie D. All right, if this is the first time you've joined us, it's a roundtable format. Hits, misses, MVP. What do you look forward to for next week? And thumbs up, thumbs down. Start with you, Rhino. How about the hits for this week?
Hits for me this week were the cinematic cuts. I thought that was a big hit. We saw more cinematic entertainment from the Skimmer Horns trying to get some help and deciding that's not good enough there. Also, we saw Big Swole, Mike Anthony Brown. We haven't seen them in a while, but we saw that little interesting cinematic cut between the two. I thought that was a hit. I like Chris Lex being back. I'm kind of picky on my camera crew, but I thought the camera crew was great after one. What match was it? After one of those matches, I had it pinpointed, but after one of the matches, the camera guy got into the ring right after the match, and I really, really enjoyed that. And another hit for me, the women's division heating up perfectly. I think the women's division is growing into not just its own identity, but into something really, really special to watch. And those are my hits. All
right. My hits, I'm going to start with Queen Caitlin's gear. That had to be a hit, JB. Had to be.
That was the match.
The cheerleader when Queen just knocked the shit out of her, okay? And me and Maria both started laughing at that. I love that. I love the angle with the little Chris. We're seeing some real, they're mean. They're not we're gonna have fun heels. They're mean heels, Alan Steele and Johnny Dotson. Love the new clip and, like you said, the cinematic stuff. And Dustin actually talked on the show that we're going to start an angle, I think either next week or the week after, where there's no wrestling. It's just a cinematic angle. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I thought Danny B and Uncle Mikey was a fun match, had a fun time. And I didn't mention the Walker Hayes thing. If you see, Walker Hayes is changing. Me and you both called for that. We said, look, if he's going to be a monster, he's going to have to evolve if you're going to want us. And he will look a little different when he comes back. And let me make sure I got this right. Fat Jitsu.
Yeah.
I love you, Kate Toomer, big guy. He's got a lot he could do. They could do a lot with this guy. So, all right. How about your misses for this week?
Not many like last week. What I got to say before I get into my misses, this program is growing beautifully. The attention to detail, and not just the attention to detail, but working with what they've got and making more out of it has been absolutely amazing for me watching as a wrestling fan. My missus, no word on Connor. And there wasn't a best of the best
Connor?
match.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd get an answer to that this week or something, but it was just nothing. No Austin Lane mentioning anything about him. No King Cobra. There was just nothing there. So that was a miss for me. And no best of the best match. That's one of the things I look forward to every Saturday. Who is Austin Lane going to take on next? I didn't get one this week, so that was a miss for me. But other than that, good show.
All right. We kind of missed the finish. Here's my misses. We missed the finish of the Vicious match. I don't know what happened there. If we didn't have it on video or they just went to the finish, we see 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't know what's going on with the Skimhorns. I'm a big fan of the Skimhorns. I talked about that with Dustin. The thing with them on the microphone today was priceless, really fun. Like I said, I enjoyed the Mikey match. But they went outside and said, we're having to defend our titles tonight. Huh? Tonight? What's going on? And for people that's just joining, they had no idea who that guy was that they beat up. And he was asking about Big Jack, and Big Jack is hurt. He's injured. So, but no one knew who that was. And that was my only misses. I actually enjoyed the show a lot this week. Hey, Rhino and I, we want to say a big thank you. We talked about MVP views last week. This week, Rhino, I don't know. You know I look at the numbers constantly. We are over 400 views, buddy. We're creating content for Championship Wrestling for Memphis, and we're excited that you want to see who we give the MVP to every week. So thank you very much. So with that said, who's the MVP for you?
Oh, now I feel like I'm going to get some hate mail. Oh. My MVP, I was impressed. I was very impressed by him in the ring, Uncle Mikey. I thought Uncle Mikey was very impressive in the ring, much more than I thought he would be. The Skimmerhorns, Uncle Mikey, they're very, very entertaining, but they also prove that they can go as well. I can't wait to see where these guys will be 2 months from now even, because they've just been growing every week, every month. They just keep sharpening their image and their skills. So my MVP goes to Uncle Mikey.
Awesome. I actually got, I'll be reviewing it this week with Let's Get Hostile review. It's Uncle Mikey against Derek the King. A really good match on that house show, American Hostile Championship Wrestling. So I'll talk about him this week. So my MVP, man, I'm going with Heather Monroe and Nikki at the end. I am loving the Heather Monroe and she's so good on the microphone. And then her and Nikki just brawling all over the place. We got Dan. Is this security man, Dan? He's actually listening. We do appreciate it. Get another shout out. Dan, enter our contest, buddy. You should be a Big Dan, aka Big Dan. You should be a Patreon member. You can listen to us talk after the show. You also have a chance to win, man. So what are we going to look forward to on next week's show?
Honestly, for me, what you just mentioned, that women's title, man, Heather Monroe and Nikki Lane, like that might be one of the hottest title angles in Championship Wrestling from Memphis to date. I mean, I need to know what happens next. Is she going to get that title? She looked good with it.
Oh my God. I really like this. I like throwing the girls into an angle where they're actually brawling and everything. I love brawling, but the girls did a really good job with this. The belt, we got to make the belt mean something. Not only, it does mean something because it's the first one, but then if Nikki keeps beating people, then the belt starts meaning more and more and more. In this brawl, Nikki got the belt back, but I got a feeling Heather goes against Nikki somewhere down the line here. Down the line, not the lane, but the line. What do I look forward to next week? Hey, the Murder Hawk's going to be here. Lance Archer, and we got Brett Michaels kind of stirring the pot a little bit. I don't know if Brett wants to mess with the big Lance Archer. I don't know what they're going to do. I've heard rumors of what Lance does, but I'm not sure. And I'm with you, buddy. Where's Connor? That's what I want to know for next week. Where's Connor? We need Connor. We want to know what's going on. Real quick before you do thumbs up, thumbs down, this Friday, as we talked about at 8 o'clock, Crothersville, Missouri, Barbecue Fest, free wrestling. With the ticket to the fest, the barbecue's fantastic, guys. The wrestling's fun. It's at night at 8 o'clock. You can also, I also want you to do this. I want you to follow CC Wrestling 573. It is on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Look up Cape Championship Wrestling. That's what it is. It's out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. No, they didn't pay anything, but here's the deal. Tonight, August, it looks like August the 7th. No, it's tonight. It's tonight, buddy. It's Aaron Roberts of the Young Goats.
Oh.
He's in the ring with Impact Wrestling's Josh Alexander.
Boom.
Buddy, that's going to be a good match. I'm going to reach out to those guys, and that's the reason I'm putting it over, because I know it'll be a fantastic match. I'm going to reach out to those guys and see if I can get me a copy of that match. I really want to see it. Big thumbs up or big thumbs down there?
Big thumbs up this week. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
Thumbs up. Love the brawl at the end. Love the whole presentation. A shout out to T-Bone there. He's listening to us. We appreciate everybody listening to us and appreciate going to those clips. We really do appreciate it. Well, you know what? Same bad time, same bad channel. On the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.